Eggspecting Inc., an egg donation agency. I am also a multiple-time egg donor. Today, I would like to speak to you about egg donor compensation. Egg donation compensation is a monetary gift given to an egg donor in return for her generous contribution of her time, inconvenience, pain, discomfort, and risks associated with the egg donation process. The egg donation process includes screening, ovarian stimulation, and egg retrieval. Financial compensation should not be the only motivating factor to donate eggs. It is often a combination of the compensation and a desire to help others that leads a woman to choose to donate her eggs. While the majority of egg donors receive compensation, there are still some women who donate uncompensated. Egg donation compensation typically ranges from $4,000 to $10,000 per donor cycle. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine states that total payments to donors in excess of $5,000 requires justification, and sums above $10,000 are not appropriate. First-time donors typically receive between $4,000 and $5,000 in compensation and can make up to $10,000 for each cycle thereafter. Every situation is unique, and therefore egg donation compensation can depend on many different variables. Although it is not always the case, the ASRM says that compensation should not depend on the number or quality of eggs retrieved, the outcome of the cycle, prior donation cycles, the donor's ethnicity, education, achievements, or other characteristics. It is highly discouraged that a donor be selected solely because they may be deemed to have certain socially desirable congenital traits. Because intended parents have the freedom to select their own donor through donor agencies, some donors may appear more desirable to the masses than other donors based on such traits. The increased donor compensation for each cycle should be attributed to the increased risk of prolonged usage of cycle-related medications. A donor may donate her eggs up to 6 times in her lifetime, with a maximum of $10,000 per cycle. Eggspecting Inc. does not set donor compensations. These amounts are determined by the donor as long as they fall within the ASRM guidelines. The lower the compensation that is set by the donor, the more likely the donor will be selected to donate. It is important to keep compensations reasonable as not to create an ideology that compensation is an exchange for actual eggs, rather than the physical and emotional demands of the donor cycle. Egg donation is not the sale of human eggs. Higher compensations or compensations above $10,000 can lead to the potential for exploitation when potential donors ignore the physical and emotional risks because of a desire to significantly improve their financial circumstances. Recently, egg donation compensation has been debated by many different groups of people and political parties. Some states have tried to introduce and pass legislature which would completely ban compensation to egg donors. A ban on donor compensation would only create a huge burden to those in need of an egg donor, because most egg donors would not be willing to subject themselves to the intrusive and time-consuming process without compensation. Compensating donors for their unique gift is tremendously important to keep the diversity and availability of egg donors alive as it is today. Ultimately, egg donation compensation is the intended parent's way of saying thank you for the incredible opportunity of parenthood provided to them through egg donation. Again, I'm Carrie Bladorn of Eggspecting Inc. Thanks for watching.